Action News, today in Kentucky, the morning's top news and weather.
Good morning. Currently we have 53 degrees and rain in central Kentucky. I'll have more on the forecast in a few moments. If a requested rate hike is granted, residential bills for customers of East Kentucky Power Cooperative would go up about $7.99 a month. East Kentucky has asked the Public Service Commission for a $31 million rate increase. Co-op President Donald Norris says the increase would cover the cost of new pollution control equipment. The utility serves customers in 89 central and eastern Kentucky counties. Harlan County Sheriff says he fears for his life while awaiting trial on charges of plotting to kill county officials. Sheriff Paul Browning, who says he is a target of political frame-ups, is scheduled for trial in Boyle Circuit Court on October 25th. Browning says he has received anonymous threats that his son would be killed during football practice. The sheriff is accused of allegedly trying to hire 2 undercover state police detectives to kill Harlan County School Board Chairman Johnny Blanton and another man. A special federal grand jury is probing alleged corruption in state government, and they can continue to see witnesses. Yesterday, 3 unidentified witnesses appeared in Lexington. 1 witness left in a car registered to Black Gold Sales Incorporated of Hazard. A company spokesman could not be reached for comment. People appearing before a grand jury are not necessarily targets of an investigation. Well, there will be more reorganization in the Brown administration. The governor says he will make some changes in the State Natural Resources and Environmental Protection Cabinet. Several offices and divisions of the cabinet are expected to be abolished and their functions reassigned next week. Brown says it is an effort to improve the cabinet and streamline its services. There may be as many as 100 transients living in downtown Lexington. Many of them have no shelter to sleep in, even during an emergency. But Emergency Shelter Incorporated is trying to change that. This is the type of place you might find them living. They're not necessarily a nuisance to society or the kind of people police would be looking for. Many simply have no other place to stay.
Well, considering myself, I sleep on the streets, and like last night I came close to freezing to death. My feet were kind of numb, this morning, and, I think they need a shelter here.
What types of places do you sleep?
Just what you say, just out in the woods, out off the streets.
Under this bridge is typical of the type of places Lexington's homeless will both sleep and eat. It's cool under here now, and with winter coming on, the need for an emergency shelter is growing. One Lexington group is hoping that by the time the bitter cold sets in, there will be a shelter in town.
We've heard estimates that there are anywhere from 50 to 150 and possibly 200 people in the Lexington area that need housing at any one time that can't be serviced by some of the social agencies in town, so we think there's a large need.
Emergency Shelter Incorporated is looking for a building to supply warmth and basic needs, and they would like to have it by the end of the month. It's getting cold. And so it is. I'll be back with a cool forecast in a moment.
When you think of TV, think of the best. That's Lee Merriman, Zenith.
Currently, we have 53 degrees and rain in Lexington. We'll take a look at Sky Scan. Showing up over the eastern 2/3 of Kentucky is some light rain. It is just now beginning to start dissipating as some clearing skies are moving into western Kentucky. The forecast for today calls for a 50% chance of that light rain to continue through the morning, but it should begin to start clearing off just a little bit later in the afternoon. Should be a cool day with a high only near 60 degrees. Tonight it is expected to be mostly clear and cool with a low falling all the way to 40 degrees. Brr, ooh. It may be warming up slightly tomorrow. It should be sunny, but just a little cool with a high in the low 60s. That's all the time we have for now. For more 18 Action News, join Sue Wiley and Mike Berry for noon today, and have a good Wednesday.
Action News Today in Kentucky has been brought to you by Transylvania Company, Lee Merriman TV, LeGroux Motors, Lexington Federal Savings.
There, either me or a big stinking cow.